be proof. We're back in the games room, another vlog. We've got loads of stuff to run through. Literally had so many parcels come through. Just finished work. I'm off tomorrow. I'm off the rest of the day and tomorrow, so I've got a good 2 days there to sort through stuff, film the videos, get them out, get everything listed. That's the main thing that I need to do if I show you, turn around. Still got this massive pile here. A couple of videos back, I picked up all the sort of Wii stuff in that massive Wii bundle. Still haven't listed that. Just purely just can't be asked, to be honest, but I need to get through it because I want this sofa back. Still got the massive trade-in pile, and like I said, I'm off tomorrow, going into town for a haircut, so I'll try and sift through some of these, see what they've got in stock in town, see if there's anything worth trading in for. I'll probably get a little bit of cash on some of these, maybe some of the Switch games, just to, again, get this like bulk down. But yeah. Still got the 2 PS2 Slims as well, they need to get listed today. And yeah, we've had some pretty mad parcels come. We've got, I don't know if you can see this, spin you around again, sorry if you get motion sickness. I've had this massive box come that's full of literally, I think like 20 DS games, some 360 games as well, so that's a nice little pickup. So I think we'll run through that today. And then I've also had a lot of other games that are in this pile here that I need to run through. So I'll probably take that into a second video. I've also had this box delivered full of mailer bags, jiffy bags, whatever you want to call them. I think there's like 100 and I got it for 13 quid on Amazon. So yeah, I'm constantly running out of those. Obviously great for sending games, DS games. They fit the normal sort of DVD game case. So yeah, they all fit in there pretty nicely. I paid £75 for all this bundle, and yeah, like I always say every single video, I'm conscious that all my videos tend to be sort of 20-30 minutes long, sometimes 40, so ideally I'd like to try and keep this sub 20, so we'll see how we get on. I'm going to get changed out of my work uniform, a bit more comfy, get set up on the sofa and we'll run through it, so let's get to it. Also, I got those up properly. I stuck them up with little command hooks, but they weren't strong enough, so we've actually got command strips now. So they're up there properly. Looking real nice. So yeah, we've got Nemesis, Resident Evil, Pyramid Head as well. So still need to clear out this massive pile that's on here, but again, everything's a bit of a work in progress. Got all these here, got 2 parcels getting sent out today. 3D World with the Steelbook, I think that sold for like £29.50. Paid like 7 quid on it. And Pokemon Sword, again 7 quid. I think that went for like 25, something like that. So 50 quid back off £15 paid, so not a bad little return. Picked this up as well, not too sure if I've showed it in a video, showed it on my Instagram recently. Traded a few bits on my lunch break, picked that up. Still not managed to play it yet. Been playing Days Gone, so that's kind of took my attention at the minute, but I am kind of looking forward to getting to play this. But yeah, sticking it out with Days Gone at the minute, I am enjoying it, so yeah. So now we've slipped in something a little bit more comfortable. We'll crack on with the little pickup. So, like I said, I paid, I think it was £75 for all this, or 70? Can't remember. I think it was 70 and about 75 with the postage. So yeah, during the sort of, how would you say, negotiation phase of this, the seller sent me a picture and it was basically a box like this. I think it was bigger than this. And she just kind of said, this is full of games, DS, Xbox 360. Obviously DS, you're thinking Pokemon, Mario, stuff like that. There's some of those in there, but yeah, there's some different ones as well. There was one massive one that when I first saw it, didn't think anything of it. Gave it a quick sort of scan into CEX, 75 quid game. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, so initially that got me quite excited. sad to say it, but yeah, unfortunately while speaking to the seller, she did say, oh, a few of these seem to be missing the games. Of course the £75 game was missing from the case, but yeah, there's still enough decent sort of games in here that it was worth paying the 70 quid. Like I've said before, sometimes it's worth paying up to make more, if that makes sense. You do have to put down money sometimes to make money. Got to spend money to make money, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, a lot of my sort of normal pickups are somewhat quote unquote cheaper. But yeah, every now and then I will spend sort of like 50 to 100 quid on something if I know it's worth it. So anyway, enough rambling, we'll get into the pickups. I've got the box here, I'll just sort of pick them out and just run through them. So again, £70 paid. First one, bit of a weird one, Monster High. For some reason all of these games just hold loads of value. I think it's like a £10 game, £6 trading, something like that. So yeah, it's a decent one to start. Donkey Kong Country Returns, 3D. Again, that one I'm pretty sure £5 to £8 trading on that, so that's decent. Yokai Watch 2, Bonnie Spirits, that one does have the game in it. Again, that's like a decent sort of £15 game. Pokemon Sun, always nice to pick up Pokemons. Shame it wasn't any of the more expensive ones, but even still, complete and everything, you're looking at like 10 to 15 on that. So again, we're probably already on like £30–40 worth of value. A channel favourite, Tamagotchi Life. Unfortunately, this was one of the ones that didn't have the game in it. But yeah, I've had a couple of the loose cases and picked up the game loose quite a few times in bundles, so always nice to have that on hand. It's a good sort of like 30 to 40 quid game, so yeah, if you can find that loose, that'd be worth picking up. Next one, another weird one that holds value, Winx Club. This one is Magical Fairy Party. I've had a similar Winx game on PS2 that sold for like 50 quid not too long ago. So when I saw this, I knew this would hold some sort of value. Again, I think there's like at least like £5 to £10 trading voucher on that, so grab that. This one, another sad, unfortunate case. Another weird one, Style Boutique 3 Styling Star. It's like a £35 game somehow. Not too sure how, but yeah, unfortunately this one was empty as well. Initially on the pictures, this one did have a game in it, but it came and it was actually Style Boutique 2 that was in here, so I took that out and the case is in there. So that's still like a £25 game, but yeah, not quite the £35 game that this is. Again, I'm sure I'll pick it up loose, so grab the empty case. Next one, Sonic Generations. Got the game in there. Again, decent £10 game, something like that. Decent trading. Staple on the channel, Mario Kart DS. Doesn't have the game actually. I thought this one did, but yeah, you find this so often. Again, always worth picking up the empty case. Traded in for like £10 cash and then like 13–12 quid voucher, something like that. Mario Sonic Olympic Games. Got the game in there. Again, decent trade-in. Just keep digging. We've got Professor Layton Miracle Mask. There's the Style Boutique 2 I was talking about. So that one does have the game in it. Again, it's like a £25 game, something like that. You can see the dust on these, so obviously they've been stored for a while, not being used, but we'll find some new arms for them, no problem. Paper Mario Sticker Star, another decent one. Got a little Sonic duo there. We've got Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, Sonic Boom Shatter Crystal, both pretty nice Sonic games for the 3DS. All decent trade-in value again. This one's a pretty nice one, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I picked this one up recently. I've already got this listed for like 30 quid, I think. So there's two of them now. I can hold it. There's two now. So yeah, again, when buying this bundle, the way I always work is try and get my money back and then we'll go from there. Again, seeing this in there, it's like a 30 quid game, so there's nearly half my money off one game. And then we've got like 19 others to find 40 quid from. And again, I saw that Style Boutique, so I knew, again, another like 20 quid, and then chuck a few of the Mario games in for cash, there's my money back, and then everything else you see is pretty much free. That was the big one. Gravity Falls, 75 quid, something like that in CEX. Unfortunately, it's... Sorry, interrupted by the dogs. But yes, Gravity Falls, 75 quid for that. Unfortunately, again, like I said, doesn't have the game in there. It's got the manual, so again, if I find it loose, that would be a decent little game to complete. But even the case, I think, is going for like 20 quid, so if I wanted to sell that, again, to make my money back, there's another 20 quid. Big Hero 6, nothing much to say about that. There's a little bit of trading on that. Miitopia, again, another empty one, but trades in decent if I can find it loose. Pokemon game again, Super Pokemon Rumble. Does have the game in there, so all good. I think that's like a £15 Pokemon game. Another Pokemon related game, Detective Pikachu, 3DS. Does have the game in there. Again, I think that's like 10 to 15 quid. Animal Crossing New Leaf, again, 15 quid game. Mario Kart on the Wii. Yeah, does have the game. I thought I didn't for some reason. Yeah. I've already got that with the Wii bundle that I've got behind me, so it's not really something I can chuck with the Wii, but of course if I find any other Wiis in the future, or if I want to trade it in, then we've got it. And finally, 4 360 games, pretty decent ones again. Madagascar 3, I don't think I've got that. Bit of a rare one, I think it's again like a 15 quid Xbox 360 game. Wouldn't expect it, one to look out for. Spider-Man 3. Don't think I've got that in the collection, so I'll chuck that in the collection. Amazing Spider-Man, I do have that one, so I'll check the conditions, pick the best one, and then either trade or sell the other one. And the Incredible Hulk, again, I've got that one already, so same again. Check the conditions, sell the worse condition, keep the better one. So that's the box, empty. So I've just picked a couple out. So we've got the Gravity Falls. If I was to sell just the case only, say 15, 20 quid on that, should easily get 25 to 30 on that. So if we call that 40, conservative. Style Boutique 2, that's like another 20, so that's 60. And then Pokemon Sun, say a tenner. So there's my money back, 70 quid, 4 games, and we've got all the rest for free. So, like I said, we've got the 360 games, 2 Spider-Mans, Madagascar and the Hulk, free. Mario Kart on the Wii for free. I'm just trying to like piece together all the ones that aren't just like a case only. All of these 3DS games free. So, got some decent things in there. Like I said, we've got the Pokemon Rumble, Paper Mario, Sonic Booms, Yokai Watch, the Winx Club, Monster High, Animal Crossing New Leaf. There's probably easily 100 quid worth of vouchers there, all for free, on top of the 360 games, on top of the Mario Kart. And then, like I said, we do have the empty cases there as well. If I can find any of those loose, there's 2 £30 games there, and Mario Kart DS, Miitopia, like 10 to £15 games if I can find them loose. And to be honest, I've got a massive sort of empty case pile, but this pile's built up over time, and I've found so many of these loose games and then actually sort of completed them, traded them in. So they are quite easy to come across, the loose games. So if you find any that are sort of decent value, like I said, Tamagotchi and whatever it is, Fashion Boutique, Style Boutique, just stuff like that, people tend to throw away the cases. So the cases are sometimes harder to find than the actual loose games. So yeah, decent little bundle overall. I wanted to try and make a little bit of a shorter video today because, like I said, I've been editing these videos recently, and they always end up about 20-30 minutes, and I'm like, I open every video and I'm kind of saying I'll make this one shorter, and it just never ends up being. So hopefully this one's a little bit of a shorter, nice little bundle. 70 quid paid, money back on 4 of the games, and then we've got literally like 10 to 15 games for free that are all like decent. There's no sort of like £2 trade-ins here. Probably one of the lowest ones is like Professor Layton, but most of them are like 5 to 8 quid trading each, and there's a good stack of like 10 to 15 of them there. So yeah, nice little pickup. Money made, a few bits added to the collection, and yeah, lots of trading to add to the ever-growing trading pile. Yeah, just a case of waiting for something that comes into CEX to actually trade them in for. Obviously I can get some more money back if I trade them in for cash, chuck that into the pile, reinvest it, we go again. But yeah, so this is the bigger pickup video, and then I've got another stack that I need to film there, so I'll film that right now, get this one out first, and then I'll get that one out afterwards. Just a case of, as you can see, I'm literally drowning in sort of games around me, and I need to get them listed, sent, shipped out, but obviously I can't list them until I've filmed them. Document it all, show you the process. I'd love to clean this room up, but yeah, like I said, I've got so many things that I need to do before I do that. So yeah, this is part 1 of getting this tip cleaned up. So thanks for watching again. Last 2 videos have been really well received, so nice one for that. I didn't expect like a few hundred views, and subscribers have flew up as well since I ticked over into 100. We're on like 116, I think. I'm not counting, but yeah. So yeah, it's nice to see that tick up. So just keep subscribing. That'd be cool. Yeah, on to the next one. I'll film the next video now, and yeah, cheers for watching again. Any more pickups, of course, I'll document them here. So yeah, thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and nice one. Bye.